Found a couple more O36 manual switches. Got a great deal on them. 20 bucks a piece. Normally they're about 50 bucks. Pretty happy with this. Once I get home, I'm opening these up and throwing them on the layout. So here's my little haul that I got today. Ran back in just to use the bathroom. I saw a Cab 1 remote. He was asking 150 bucks, but he took $50 for it. Now, I don't have any way of running my trains other than Bluetooth. So obviously that limits me to what I can buy. It has to be newer, Bluetooth only. But I can't afford a legacy remote system, especially the used ones now, for 1,200 bucks on eBay. No stores have them new or used. So even these, they go for 300 bucks, 290 on eBay. Hopefully it works. I mean, the remote had a little bit of corrosion in the battery compartment, but it didn't look too bad. It could be cleaned up. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I got these for, I think it was 30 bucks a piece. I don't remember what I paid for them, but they're 50 new. And then like 50 bucks for this. So I'm super happy. Gonna go home, set all this up, see if this works. Hope it most likely does. And if not, I could sell it on eBay for more than I paid for it. So pretty happy. All in all, good day at York. Time to go home. So this is what I picked up at the York train show today. As you saw earlier, got two O36 manual right hands and manual left hands. So I'm gonna put them in right there to connect the two loops, the outside loop and the inner loop. Should be pretty easy. I have everything screwed down, but I mean, I'll just unscrew it, pop them off, pop them on. Hopefully everything works terrific. I'm pretty sure I have everything I need. I might need to dig around for some 1 3/4 pieces, or maybe even some 5-inch pieces, but I think I have everything I need. We'll see. I'll set up the phone, do a little time lapse of unscrewing, putting stuff back together, and then see how it turns out. Whoosh. All right, so we're back. I said I'd do a time lapse, but obviously that didn't happen. Time constraints, obviously. But layout update time. What I was doing the past couple days is weathering the track. You can see that here. I wonder if I zoom in if it'll help at all. It looks a little better. Maybe not. But I've been weathering the track. I bought Woodland Scenics, what is it? Track painting pen, steel rail. I've seen a lot of videos where people, they buy like rusty rail, and I don't know, I just don't like the way that looks. It's a little too red. The lighting kind of sucks down here. I have these really harsh LED light strips. Sorry about the cobwebs, it's an old house. But yeah, it's a little more brown in real life than it looks in this video. But back to the pen. A lot of people online on forums were recommending these Woodland Scenics track painter pens. Honestly, I think they're pretty good. But all the reviews were saying, oh, you know, just buy a couple because you'll have to do 3-4 coats. I mean, my layout's not that big, 16 feet by 5 feet. I'm not doing 3 coats on 1, 2, and then reverse 3, 4 of every single track. That's a little ridiculous. So what I found was, all right, you know, let me put a primer coat. Because when you do this, when you use this pen and you wipe it on the track, I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like there's grease on the track, and then this starts running down. It's not a good look. I did a test piece over here somewhere. This little guy. I tested that, and that's, I think, 4 coats just to get it to look decent. I'm not doing 4 coats. So like I said, I actually bought a pack of these off Amazon. just little brown, I think they're acrylic. Low smell. These things smell bad. Just brown acrylic markers. Bought a pack of them for like $6. And what I did was I ran that along the rail, or actually on the ties, to get in between all those little spikes, I guess you'd call them. So I did outside, inside, and then what I did was rested my hand on the table, and then it's pretty much like a ledge, and then I was able to get towards the top of the rail without getting on top, and it came out great. I mean, I'm super happy with it. But yeah, like I said, very quickly went over with this to get a base coat. Started here, worked my way down there. By the time I got there, this was totally dry, totally dry. I mean, that was dry by the time I got right here. And then once that was dry, took the Woodland Scenics pen, and then same thing, did on the ties, and then steadied my hand on the table, and then went along towards the top of the rail. But yeah, acrylic marker, Woodland Scenics, boom, you're done. No more wasting around with 3 more coats. And then as you can see, here's the stock rail, and then here's the weathered. This angle, this is where you really start to notice it. You can see the dark ties on the outside and the inside, or I guess each outside. And then I left the center rail chrome. I saw a lot of people online saying, whoa, 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 don't paint that one, don't make it black, don't make it anything. Because obviously it's mirrored. Yeah, the the middle rails are mirrored. So obviously you can see like the ties going across, and it almost looks like it's see-through until you back up and you see the shine on it. But at this angle, like look at that. That rail right there, you just see each outside rail. And it looks kind of goofy right now because it's just stock track, no ballast. But once I add ballast, it's gonna look great. But I don't know, I kind of want to make it a goal of mine to make this track look as realistic as possible. Even if it means spending tons of time putting ballast between the ties, tons of time weathering the rails themselves. I think it'll be worth it in the end. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. I was kind of worried that I was going to hate the color. I was going to hate like the whole process of it. But I mean, what I did, grabbed a drink, sat my phone down, listened to a podcast. If you need a good podcast, Hardcore History. You're welcome. Dan Carlin. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, drink, phone, podcast, boom, go to town. And honestly, it went by. There were some spots I got paint on the rail itself, but what I did is took a piece of 2x4. I couldn't find my staplers, so there's some screws, and then applied, I don't remember what this is, some dish towel that was sitting around. I don't think my wife knows about that anyway. But isopropyl alcohol, spray it on there. Boom. Wipe it on the top of the rails. Don't have to worry about anything going on to the paint itself. Kind of like a sanding block, or if you've ever sharpened a knife. Everything is just super flat, runs right across the top, and takes off all that crap. I'd like to get a cleaner car, but I feel like I'm doing this opposite of what everyone else does. You see the other YouTubers, or even other people that just have layouts. They have like 15, 16, 20 engines and a million rolling stock with just a simple loop. And then they start working on their layout. Whereas me, I did the layout. And I have 2 engines. One's a Lion Chief cheap set, and the other one's just a DC Thomas. I actually bought that for Christmas a couple of years ago, run around the tree. And then just like cheap rolling stock. I don't really have anything quality. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm hoping to start buying some engines and then giving you guys something to watch other than a table, track, and a train, which I know some people are perfectly okay with. But I'm rambling, getting on. It's 9 minutes, 38 seconds already into this video. Track. So all this was here. Obviously, you saw that. Let me zoom out. What I added was, there's the 4 switches I bought at York Train Show. 2 rights, 2 lefts, connecting the inner and outer loop. So as I said in the very first video, here's one siding or spur, I can't remember what you call it. Yard siding, I guess. So this one was going to be a coal mining thing. I'm not done. I think it was an O72 turn I wanted to put in there to straighten out. And it's going to go into a coal mine, which is in the mountain, that eventually I'll build. And then over here, I bought another switch while I was at that store, trying to see if they could fix my train. And I saw those on the shelves and I had to pick them up. Like I said, they're $50 in this store, the Station in New Cumberland. Great place. They don't have a website, but they have great stuff, great prices, super friendly people. Highly recommend it. And if you're a regular customer, they give you deals. So these are $50 a piece, and I went in and I bought them for, I think, $40 each. But yeah, great people. Anyway, bought those. I even bought a little bumpers over there. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. And then this one is also, I need another switch. And then it's going to come off into 2. And then they're going to be logging. I want to do like a logging industry over there. I have this whole thing in my mind. At first I was kind of struggling envisioning all of this. But the more and more I'm doing this, more and more I'm planning and buying, like I can see it. I can see the mountain there. I can see the mountain here. It's going to be an upper loop, reversing loop that goes all the way over there, reversing, and then comes back. It's going to be good. I'm excited. It's just freaking money. Bought some supplies today at a local Hobby Lobby. Mod Podge. I see everyone using that. And it's Mod Podge, not Mod Podge. I don't know why, that just irks me. It's one of those things. I bought tan paint for dirt. Because everyone does that. Because, you know, they're using pink foam. And if you chip it, you don't want to see pink. My base is already tan. I don't know why I bought those. This is, I think it was 3/4 MDF. I bought that because it's flat. It is flat. You have issues with plywood where there's high and low levels, even if it's like finished plywood. I used to be a cabinet maker. I know all about that crap. The only downside to MDF is it's not good with water, but this dirty, disgusting old 1950s basement doesn't really leak, thankfully. So I don't have to worry about that. And I will put up a backdrop eventually, just so you don't have to see a radon system, a white wall, and a dirty old window. Or plywood. I know that's not the best looking thing ever. But stay with me. I'm going to use this line. Like, comment, subscribe. I do want to continue with this and try to bring you guys stuff you want to see. At first, I was just uploading videos so I could see the progression of my layout. But in a week, I got 10 subscribers. And, 10 subscribers, I know. That's not much. But honestly, it weirds me out that there's 10 people that want to see what I'm doing. But, yeah, anyway. I'll try to make all 10 of you proud of me. But anyway, bought some spray bottles. I made my first ever wet water. You guys should be proud of me. Don't know if I made it correctly, but, you know, live and learn. And then here's a little bottle with a nice, I was going to buy pipettes, but, man, this thing was calling my name. It has a nice little tip. Filled that up with water and then some of that Elmer's glue. I should have used the Mod Podge. Damn, I almost said it. And some brushes. So what I got to do now is I got to keep weathering the track. I want to start off. I know I kind of want to just do the whole track, but what I think I should do is weather the rails on the main straightaway and the 2 sidings right here. Yard sidings. Look, I know, please correct me in the comments. I'll get it right one of these days. I don't know if it's interchangeable or not, those 2 terms, but the yard. What I want to do is weather all them, start ballasting them, adding ground cover. I really want to get one of those, what are they, the static grass applicators. So obviously if you're watching this, you've most likely watched Eric's trains. And that shot where he always has the train sitting. I love how he has like the ballast on the 2 tracks, and then in the middle there's like wildflowers growing that are purple. Favorite color, by the way. I really want to get an Atlantic coastline set, just a bunch of them because they're purple. Never seen one in real life, but anyway, want to put those like flowers, like the wildflowers growing, some static grass. I think I've seen a lot of that in RBP trains videos too, the static grass in between the lines or yards or whatever. But yeah, I want to make this as realistic looking as I possibly can. At first that wasn't my goal, but the more I do this, it's just like it's grabbing me. This is new for me. This is definitely new. It's a learning experience. And I'm really still hoping that if you have experience with this and you're watching this video for some reason, please throw it in the comment. Hey, idiot, don't do it that way. It's so much better doing it this way. Or, I don't know. Wow, I like the way you're doing this. I'm gonna, you're probably not gonna learn from me. But yeah, if you have experience, just throw it in the comments. I will gladly take that. I'm not one of those people that fights off advice. But so far, that's my layout. There's probably something else I wanted to say, but I kind of got distracted talking about ballasting and my artsy-fartsy skills. But if I think of something else, maybe I'll record another clip and add it in here. Other than that, yeah, I'm excited. Excited to start working on the mountains. Excited to start excited to start ballasting Fastrack. Definitely going to do the outsides first, and then once that's done, start working in the middle. Because that really was pretty time-consuming right there, but I think it'll look great. Like, comment, subscribe, or not. Come back if you want. I'm not going to force you to. But I'll keep these updates going. 20 minutes in, it's a little too long. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your advice below, tips and tricks. I'll take them all. I want to make this as awesome as I can. That's my update. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in a week or 2 or 3.